Who would have thought that after the first G2 on the couch, I'd be back with another client so soon to talk about all things recruiting out of the Philippines. So yes, G2 back on the couch. And this time I'm with John Dannock from ARB, their export manager. Welcome, John. This little segment I like to call G2 on the couch, albeit we're not on couches, of course.
Yep.
So, John, we'll cut straight to it. This is your second trip here to Manila to find some talent, which we like to say today and connect with some great opportunities, great job opportunities. You've been through the process before, so we're not going to sort of talk to you about that. What we'd like to understand is that you came in December last year, found 10 guys to take back to the business. First of all, why did you need those 10 guys then?
Certainly through the last couple of years of increased demand on our business, we needed to build up our workforce in our workshops to combat that demand, and certainly had some challenges locally to find some of these individuals. So reached out to TPRC to assist us with this, and first round was very new for us. The first time we've ever done this, certainly internationally, and really good to see that the process worked well. We've got some individuals in workshops now, still learning, still training, but have certainly helped us out so far. So all things going well.
Excellent. So the impact of having those guys now in the business has done what? Effectively reduce some lead times or servicing, increase productivity?
Yeah, that's it. So through our workshops, I mean, we have about 50 workshops around Australia. So 10 is only the first step. Yes. So certainly in 4 locations, we have put these individuals and certainly have decreased some lead times due to this. So which is really important. But they've also brought a different perspective, different skill set as well, good work ethic and those types of things. So we've not only had another pair of hands, but also some different perspective as well.
Okay, that's an interesting point. So not only help with the skill shortage per se, help improve your productivity just because of volume of increasing work, but add a little bit to the culture.
That's it. And certainly we are very multicultural in Australia, but a lot of these individuals that we've previously had are born and bred in Australia. So to have some people from the Philippines to come through, again, they've had a different upbringing, different level of experience, and has certainly helped our teams out to maybe try some things differently or develop their own skills based off their experience. So
So I'm going to ask you one last question about the last batch of 10. I guess that, we all know that the skills shortage in Australia is real, and how that translates is there's no one in the talent pool essentially. So as you're saying, when you advertise, you're not getting there. You were never going to get 10 people at one hit locally, right? And was that the biggest impact? The fact that you could go, right, here's 10 guys, we can now put in, we can plan better, rather than we'll pick one up here and another 3 months we might get another one.
Yeah, certainly. So we had to obviously strategically put these individuals in areas where we needed the most help, and we're able to pair them up and put them into some locations as a bit of a trial period for us, to understand how the integration works, the cultural differences, and so far things are going well. So we're comfortable to continue on this path. And to build on that.
Which brings me
back to my second visit.
Back here to MFI on the hoist and interviewing. And so just quickly, second time around, how's it been so far?
Yeah, so certainly coming back again, different approach, maybe asking some different questions. The first 10 were great and all that, but certainly as a learning experience, we've come back and maybe asked for some different criterias hey, very skilled, most of them, and certainly work ethic and attitude is something that we value. So, so it's good to come back and actually get a whole another round of people to talk to. And hey, there's been some really good matches so far with the criteria that we've sort of set out. So really promising.
Okay. And so with this next batch of 10, is it similar? Is it that the business continues to grow and you've just got that need, or is there other strategic reasons for the recruitment?
Yeah, so similar approach. So combating our increased demand and trying to get some workforce into some key places. This next 10 round we won't put into the same locations as the last 10, just because of the volume of workshops that we have. We need got a few other fires to put out, so to speak. So these individuals go into just some different locations, and then we'll just build on that as we go. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you obviously, having had a pretty good experience first time around, you can see this as a definite, I guess, strategic tool within ARB's business to, you know, I don't know, can I say it, help you with a competitive advantage over perhaps others because of being able to access that talent? Yeah,
certainly. I mean, the desirability of our product and the demand on our workshops is huge, and we're fortunate for that. But again, like I said, in the last couple of years, we just haven't been able to find the work force or the labour in a lot of our parts of our business to combat that, and ultimately it affects customer service. That's the big one there. So to have more workforce means we can put more work through our workshops with the increased workforce, which means that end user gets their accessories fitted in a reasonable amount of time. So and also since COVID, we've experienced vehicle delays. Supply chain issues.
Absolutely.
And some of those things through COVID masked our lead times, but some of those things are actually improved now. So we now need to improve our lead times. So as we sort of come back to some sort of normality, whenever that sort of is agreed on, it would be great to have a position where we've got comfortable lead times, good team environments across all of our network. And not that we don't have that now, but certainly have put our existing team under probably more pressure than what we'd like. So to have some more hands in workshops is really going to help everyone.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because that almost comes back to that cultural piece, right? Like if you're burning people out, they're hard to find. The last thing you want to do is lose people because of the work environment sort of thing. So that stickability as well. Okay. Well, look, let's wrap up on that. I really appreciate your time here back in the Philippines, and I know you did a couple of things prior to sort of joining us here at MFI. Well, one last question, I guess, in terms of the positive experience that it has been for ARB, your view on recruiting internationally overall?
So again, this is very new to ARB. We've only been doing this for a year and seen the success so far. But obviously we will review our decisions and understand and make sure that we're making the right decisions moving forward. And certainly we're here for a second time because the first decision was a good one.
You got it right, and clearly you got it right with selecting the right guys.
Yeah, so that's it. And hey, there's a lot more work to do. You know, like I said, we've got 50 workshops Australia-wide, mainly running about 5 to 10 individuals per workshop. So there's a big workforce we need in our workshops. So if this continues to be a success, then absolutely we'll have a few more visits and build up our teams and hey, it's a good reflection on the Filipino culture, attitude, and like I said, just provides a different perspective. We are a global company as well, so we've got offices and manufacturing all over the world. So really good to diversify our teams in Australia as well with that culture.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I think that's going to be a wrap for us. As I said, really appreciate the fact that you've come back through TPRC to find some more talent for ARB, and it is interesting that beyond that recruitment piece, what it actually means for your business. So, you know, thank you for your insights in that area as to how the recruitment of these people have actually helped ARB and also are going to help ARB with the second batch here. So really appreciate your time, John.
No, thank you. And thanks to G2 and the team as well. It's been a great experience.
It has indeed. So there we go. That's going to be another wrap. The second edition of G2 on the Couch. We were joined by John Dannock, the export manager for ARB. And I think now if I can get one more of these out of the way, that makes 3. And surely that means there's got to be a series in that. So thank you very much. G2 on the Couch. Goodbye for now.